What's up, YouTube? Poor Man Podcast back with another video. Today's video is going to be Marc Rudov says Clinton's nagging voice lost her the male vote. Before I get to the video, though, gotta do YouTube stuff. The goal is 75,000 subscribers by August. It's a crazy goal. It's a big goal, but it's my goal. And the way I'm gonna get to my goal is if you give me the HBO special. Do you know what the HBO special is? That's the Help a Brother Out special. All right, so go on and help a brother out. Hit the like and the subscribe button for more content. I'm gonna give y'all a second to do that. All right, now let's get to the video. Marc Rudov says Clinton's nagging voice lost her the male vote. Let's see what he got to say.
All right, well, men overwhelmingly picking Barack Obama over Hillary Clinton in Iowa. Why? Well, Marc Rudov says it's because of her nagging voice. Listen.
So go to the caucus tomorrow. Stand up for me for one night to get elected in the first place, to go into the White House, to get our country back, to do what Americans do together, and to feel pride and confidence in the goodness and greatness of America again. Who will safeguard our civil liberties, our rights, and our privacy.
All right, well, Mark has been saying it for months. Men won't vote for Hillary Clinton because
anytime you see that smile, you know something going on. When Mark got that smile,
of course, agrees. No, she doesn't. Just seeing if you're still watching. All right, so Mark, explain.
Well, you know, on November 9th, I predicted this, and this is exactly what happened. It's very interesting. When Barack Obama speaks, men hear, "Take off for the future." And when Hillary Clinton speaks, men hear, "Take out the garbage."
Well, all right.
When Hillary tried in the last week of the campaign to be gentle and kind and civil, but it was too little and too late. and men, you know, when the first time men hear nagging, they get post-traumatic stress disorder, and they never recover from it.
All right, I don't find that silly. Just wondering how it sounds. Lise, you of course agree.
She just sounds hoarse, not shrill. What are you talking about? Take out the garbage.
Well, what do you something happened. Something happened. She fell out.
Lisa, I can't tell the difference between this week and last week.
Be with me?
With you.
No, listen, Mark. No, seriously, your argument argument totally fails because you know what? The percentage point between single men, single men that voted for Obama and Hillary was a difference of 12%. Between married men that voted between Obama and Clinton, it was 2%. So more married
single
men
also have girlfriends, right?
But I think Mark would argue that once the wife becomes a wife, that's when she becomes shrill, right, Mark?
But wait, are we? Let me just, because I'm trying to get this right now. Just be patient with me. Are we talking about the same Hillary Clinton that went on the Breakfast Club and pulled out a bottle of hot sauce out of her purse, and basically that's to show that she's one of us, right? Her pulling a bottle of hot sauce out of her purse was her trying to demonstrate that she's one of us. Although when her husband was in office, she supported crime laws that were just as strict as the ones when Reagan was in office. Are we talking about that, Hillary Clinton? Or
what's something that you always carry with you?
Hot sauce.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
Are you getting information right now?
Hot sauce.
Hot sauce in my bag, swag?
Hot sauce.
Really?
Yes.
Now listen, I just want you to know, people are going to see this and say, okay, she's pandering to black people again.
Okay. Is it working?
Yeah. Or are we talking about the Hillary Clinton that? Are we talking about the Hillary Clinton that is funded by Wall Street bankers and deleted 35,000 emails conveniently enough, and then when asked about it, she said she doesn't know how the emails were deleted? We're talking about the Hillary Clinton that when she was a criminal lawyer, she defended a man who sexually assaulted a 12-year-old girl, and even though she knew that he committed the crime and was caught on audio laughing because she knew he committed the crime, she got that man a year in prison due to a technicality. Are we talking about that, Hillary Clinton?
Seems to admit she knew the defendant was guilty.
He took a lot of different tests. I had the polygraph, which he passed, which forever destroyed my faith in polygraphs.
So in the 1975 affidavit, Clinton wrote of the victim, "I have been informed that the complainant is emotionally unstable with a tendency to seek out older men and engage in fantasizing." Clinton, as we said, ultimately bargained down the sentence on a technicality involving evidence that was accidentally destroyed. But the victim says her life was ruined as well. And
but if you ask a certain political party, they will say that Hillary Clinton is for women empowerment and is for African American people and is for the people in general, even though she's backed by Wall Street bankers. And it's very interesting because these are the same people that like cancel culture. So when it comes to Kevin Hart, they'll go back to a post he made, even though he's a comedian and he does things for comedy, for comedic value, right? He does things. They will go back and find a tweet that he made when he was 20 years old. But when it comes to Hillary Clinton, we failed to mention all of these unjust things that she did when it comes to sexual assault and women. Let's continue the video.
Absolutely. As a matter of fact, Lise, when you talk to me, I think you say my name 25 times in 15 seconds.
And by the way, that isn't to say that, I'm sorry, that isn't to say that the Republican Party is any better in terms of corruption. I'm just saying that when people try to go out and virtue signal and try to act as though they're for the people, and then they lie about the things that they do behind closed doors, it should upset people who trust these people. Like, genuinely. And a lot of people just don't read between the lines, especially when it comes to the party in particular that is said to be the good party. Let's continue the video.
That's an endearing thing. That's what
oh, yes, especially when you're tilting your head, rolling your eyes back.
Mark,
now the thing is that
you can make fun of me all you want, but the stats don't lie. 12% for single
Lisa,
men difference.
I get into lots of taxi cabs, and I tell the drivers this whole thing about Hillary being shrill, and they say, that's right, you're exactly right.
And Mark, why is it that when a man says something like, go for the future, it's all of this, he's visionary, and when a woman says the same thing, albeit in a hoarse voice, she's shrill, and she's a, word that I can't use on this family show here.
If you're familiar with Meg Whitman, who's the CEO of eBay, when she speaks, she's an amazing speaker, she's great to listen to, I'll listen to her any day of the week. But here's the thing, style is the substance... Style is the gateway to substance. If you don't have good style, if you don't connect with the audience, they're going to tune you out.
But
Mark, right there. That's the story of my life.
And that is why Neil Cavuto is so successful, because he has a very good style.
But the point has nothing to do with her voice. You may not like her message. You may not like what she's saying. But you may not like that she didn't appear to be for change.
So
she
why
came out with the husband who's bringing
take
her
the
down.
voice out of it then.
Lisa,
Why doesn't she register with men? Why doesn't she register with men?
Her style was terrible.
She does register, I think, with married men. I mean, there's a 2% difference here, and this is in Iowa, which is a fairly, conservative place that may, there may already be some prejudices against women to begin with. So just a 2% difference as opposed to a 12% difference between single men, I think speaks volumes.
She does register with married men like a small worm boring through the brain. It's not going to happen. And there are 49 more states to go, and it's not going to happen.
Mark, let's just keep on checking in on this, all right? Because
I'm still waiting for that tie from you, Lise.
Nope. Man. All right. Look, this was just an unscientific survey.
I rest my case, Neil. I rest my case.
That's fine. I have a feeling I'll be sleeping outside the house tonight.
That's the end of the clip. But just kind of to give my final thoughts on what's going on, there does seem to be a double standard when it comes to women in business. I don't know why it exists, but there was a study that came out that even by other women in the workplace say they do not like to have other women as their bosses. This isn't just men saying this. Other women are also saying this. Similar when you get to the sports and and just how they're talking about just broadcasting and just a female voice for some reason does not resonate as well as a male voice. Why? I have no idea, but it seems to be that way across the board. When you talk about female sports, I don't know why, but nobody likes to watch it. A lot of people say, well, why don't women get... Well, I mean, no one, not even the other women enjoy to watch it. And we talk about female voices. Name me 5 good, female broadcasters that have been popular female broadcasters. 5. In 20 seconds. And I'll give you Angela Yee. Right? There's not very many popular female voices that people enjoy to hear on a consistent basis. I don't know why, but it seems to be by men and women both alike. Now, going into 2021, you're starting to see more female podcasts popping up, but all of the podcasts that I see that are by females that are actually popular are ones where they just talk about sex. That's pretty much the business model of a lot of women in 2021, regardless of if that's talking about sex, regardless of if that's promoting it through TikToks or promoting it through Instagram, or just even going all the way out and just doing sex work like OnlyFans. Right? And for some reason, it seems to be a lot of business, successful business in a lot of different industries are just sex, pretty much. And we know sex sells, so I guess it's gonna work. But like I'm saying, when it comes to female bosses and female authority, for some reason across the board, people don't resonate well with it. And that's just, it is what it is. Till next time.